Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm saying that as if I have a bunch of videos, but anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Before we get into it, please follow me on all socials, yes, even Pinterest, please. I post a lot of things on there, mood boards, outfit ideas, whatever you like on Pinterest. Anime, I post that too. And please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to get my followers up. Yeah, I'm trying to be that girl, trying to be that influencer. So please help me. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Unpopular opinion statements, GIF picture edition. Okay, disclaimer, because I have to do this. These are my opinions / statements. I honestly do not care about yours. Not saying that you can't put your opinions in the comments. If you want to, you can, but please don't come at me because I don't care. Okay, so let's get into the first one. Living the dream. This unpopular opinion basically I just wanted to say, if you're a person that you have a lot of people that put you down for your dreams, don't listen to them, number one. But also remember that people that put you down for your dreams usually end up going nowhere in life. And people are never going to tell you, oh, you can't be an NBA star, or you can't be the top surgeon in your state. They're not going to tell you that, because we don't live in that world where people just blatantly put you down for your dreams. But what people will do nowadays, they'll tell you that, oh, that's cringe. Oh, I'm not doing that. Or let's say you have a dream to, make comedy, do little skits and post them on Instagram and YouTube. What they'll do is, if you try to get your friends to help you, they'll act as if it's not important, or as if it doesn't matter. Same thing if you do like dancing videos or makeup videos or whatever you do, they'll act as if it's not important to them, right? Until they see you making money. Then they want to, spin back around the block and say, hey, put me on. And for some of you, that may be the case. For some of you, that may not be the case. But for many of you, including myself, people may not see what you see until you get to that point of your life where you are no longer on their level. Okay. Next unpopular opinion. Some children need whoopings. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. This is not to encourage abuse. I feel like every time we have this conversation, people are like, "Oh my gosh, but you're enabling abuse." I'm not. I don't think people need to abuse their kids. I'm not saying you beat your child for breaking a glass, or beat your child or spank your child for things that serve no real consequences. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is that these children these days are getting out of hand, and if they just got a really good whooping, that would teach them, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. I don't care what psychology says, because none of that other stuff is not, it's not working. So next, Proverbs 31. If you don't know what a Proverbs 31 woman is, it's just basically a chapter in the Bible, in Proverbs 31, about how a godly woman is. It gives you an example of who a godly woman is. The problem with this is that so many women that read this chapter think that this example it's not an example. They think that this is how they should live their life verbatim. So, they become pick-me's in the process, and try to put you down because they feel as if they have to identify with something to put other women down. I don't know. It's like internalized misogyny. A lot of the women in the church will say that, oh, the women in the world have to identify with hot girl culture or city girl culture, but don't even realize that they do it in the church as well. It's like that whole putting people down, or that whole thing that women do to put others down because they feel like they're better than another woman. It's like it doesn't leave just because they get saved or they give their life to God. A lot of these women that are like that outside of the church, they're still like that inside of the church or inside of the body of Christ. So yeah. And I just wanted to say, if you're a person that truly believes a chapter about a hypothetical woman needs to be verbatim, to the point where you put others down, you are a pick-me. Next. Okay, this one's about purity culture, and why purity culture, why I can't stand it, and why I believe it's rooted in misogyny. Of course, many of us already know that. It's not rooted in misogyny in the fact of telling people to wait till marriage. That's something that, we all should be doing, but many of us don't. But it's rooted in misogyny because it focuses on the point that if you don't wait till marriage, then you're tainted, or you're you're unpure. And also, you know, it puts this lie over people's heads about how like God can't change them, and that's not the case. God can change anybody, you know. That does not mean that you can become a virgin again. Okay, that's not what I mean. But changing you meaning that, you know, you can be a whore in your past life and then come to God and he can change the way you walk, the way you talk, and the way you do things. So when you tell people that they're not worthy because they didn't make the right decisions, you're telling them that they can't be changed, which is why I don't like this. Not to mention a whole bunch of other things that fall into purity culture, but that's a whole nother video for another day. So anyways, next unpopular opinion. If you're one of those people that think Disney princesses have to girl boss their way throughout an entire movie, please find a hobby. Please find a hobby. Because, you know, I'm tired of y'all hating on my girl Ariel and Cinderella. It honestly gets on my nerves. Ariel is a 16-year-old girl. And people will say that she's stupid. But as somebody like myself that isn't in a relationship, that looks at all the stupid things that so many people around me do when they are in a relationship, she acts exactly like y'all. She acts exactly like y'all. Y'all will do anything for sex. The difference is that she did anything for love. That's the difference, you know, or to find love. Okay. And with Cinderella, the one thing that I don't like is that people are always like, oh, well, you know, she had to have a man to come and save her. Which, yes, you know, Prince Charming or her man, he did help her. But keep in mind that Cinderella didn't go to the ball to find a man. She went to the ball to get out of the house. I feel like people seem to miss that. Also, her father was a noble. Okay, Cinderella wasn't poor. She came from money. But her evil stepmother took that money after her father died, okay, and started treating Cinderella like a slave. That's the story of Cinderella. So, like, this whole idea that Cinderella, like, needed her man's money, needed, you know, Prince Charming's money, yeah, that's not true. And treating it as such is annoying, and it's wrong. Next unpopular opinion. If you're one of those girls that are one of those people that tries to say that the mean people or the mean characters in a TV show are misunderstood, are we watching the same TV show? Like, are we watching the same movie? I just want to ask that question because I hear so many people that try to say Regina George is misunderstood or Jade from Victorious is misunderstood. These people are not misunderstood. They're mean. And for a lot of you guys that say that they're misunderstood, I'm automatically going to start assuming that you guys are the mean girls. Either that or you like to hop on every trend or everything that you hear on TikTok and you believe it, right? That's exactly what I'm going to assume, right? And if you are a mean girl, you are a loser. Next unpopular opinion. If you're a person that doesn't listen to the lyrics of songs, you know, when you listen to music, you just like hear sound. You don't love the idea of listening to music. The idea of listening to music doesn't, you know, excite you. Do not tell me or anyone else for that matter your music opinions. I see a lot of people that have these like music opinions about music that don't listen to the lyrics. How are you going to sit up here and say you don't listen to the lyrics and who cares if I don't listen to the lyrics, but then have all these opinions about how the music industry is or how the music industry should be run? Like, what merits are you basing your argument off of? That's all I wanted to say about that one. Next, okay, the plastic surgery body. India Love has gotten work done. I don't, I feel like this is obvious. These are pictures, all the way on the right. That's like a picture of her when she was like, a teenager. I want to say in her mid-teens. And then these ones are like in her late teens, the other ones. And then these ones are her more recently within the past, you know, months. And I'll say maybe a couple of years. The fact that people can't tell the difference is like ridiculous to me, but then they'll look at a body that's natural and then they'll be like, oh yeah, that's fake. And this is not to put India down. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really at one point was obsessed with India like all the other girls were, but this is just a reminder that, you guys, it's okay if your body does not necessarily look like this because these bodies are fake. Next unpopular opinion. If you're a person that doesn't do research, stop arguing with people. Stop arguing with people on the internet. Again, what merits are you basing your argument off of if you don't do research? Research is readily available for everyone to do on Google, okay, or Safari. I hear a lot of people say that they don't use that app, which sometimes scares me because if you don't look anything up, then again, how do you know where you stand? How do you know what's right and what's wrong? Okay, so if you're not gonna do research, just sit these arguments out, these little internet arguments, just sit them out. I don't care what it is, just sit it out. Next, okay, buying a house is the best investment that you can invest into nowadays. A lot of people on TikTok will tell you that's not true and all the rich people are buying land. Okay, well, here's the thing. If you buy land, you have to have something to build on top of that land for you to make money, meaning that you have to put more money, invest more money into something to see an ROI. Okay, so and a lot of people don't have the money to do that. So if you're a regular and you're, you may not be poverty stricken, but you're not doing so well, right? The best thing that you can do is buy a house. You can get equity within 3 years. Okay. You can get equity within a year, but you're not going to sell your house in a year after having it, right? So we'll say 3 to 5 years, you can get some real equity, right? And that's something that I feel like people seem to miss. Of course, being a homeowner comes with, all the, things that you may have to do that may be a little annoying, but to me, I feel like it's worth it in the long run. Because being able to say, man, I made 50,000 to 100 grand in 3 to 5 years is better than keeping that $3,000 deposit that you put down when you rented your apartment. So, yeah. Okay, food. I really wasn't going to talk about this unpopular opinion, but I'm going to speak on it. Let people eat what they want. I don't y'all will bully people down to the ground because of the foods that they eat. And granted, yes, people should eat healthier, but I want people to understand that I'm 22. I grew up in a world where, I've been told since I was a kid, the food that we eat is bad, I was born in 2001, by the way. So at this point, everybody knows the food is bad and they still choose to eat it anyways. So, let them eat it. Okay. Don't bully people for the things that they want to eat. It's not your life. If you want to eat like a ladybug, that's fine. And if you want to, eat unhealthy, that's your business. Okay. Next unpopular opinion. Okay. So this basically says Bronny James blasted for a video. He only likes light-skinned girls and white girls, which I saw the video and I'm like mad late to this or whatever, or talking about it. I saw it when he posted it. I want to say like 2 years ago or a year ago, however long that was. But I just want to say this. Bronny James is a product of his environment, but also keep in mind when that video came out and a lot of young black girls were upset about it, I saw a lot of black women telling these black girls to stay on code. And that's where I draw the line right there. Stop telling young girls to stay on code. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being upset and sad over the fact that, a guy that you consider to be attractive does not like you back because of your skin color. I am so, that was stuff that was told to me when I was in high school as well. That used to annoy me. Just stop telling black girls that. We're allowed to feel. We're allowed to be upset because that one black guy doesn't like us. Now, are we allowed to bully them in their comments? No. But are we allowed to feel upset? Yes. And, don't make us feel bad for that. Keep in mind that they are young, okay? And that's okay for them to do. Every race of woman is allowed to do that, except for black girls. We're often told not only to keep on code, but to just go date white men. And it's just like, if you're not attracted to white men, how do you, I don't know. It's like the way that people tell you to shift your attraction to different groups of people. I feel like I put that in the same group as telling somebody that's gay to start, to be straight. Oh, you're gay. Nobody wants to date you. Oh, go be straight. I don't know. That to me that's how it sounds. It sounds, so. Anyways, next unpopular opinion, it's my culture. Okay, so what I've seen a lot of people do, they dismiss things because it's culture, and it's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. I've seen so many people do disparaging things, degrading things, and it gets ran off as, oh, well, that's just their culture, that's just how it is. Like, for instance, twerking in other Caribbean cultures, or being sexual. Things that people say are only sexual in America, but in other countries, that's just their culture. No, it's not just their culture. Twerking is sexual no matter where you go. I don't care how you try to slice it. It's all considered sexual. Y'all act as if these countries do not sexualize women way more in those countries than they do in America. I don't understand what's up with that. Like, these women get raped, they get beat, they get kidnapped at like alarming rates. At alarming rates, you know, things are normalized in these nations. These same nations where you claim that, you know, twerking is normal for little girls, but and it's, you know, it's not normal in America, but yet look what's happening to those people versus what's happening to our people. Not saying women in America are not sexualized, but this "it's my culture" has got to stop, because I feel like it's a cop out for accountability for the way that you should act in public. And yeah. Okay, this next unpopular opinion: getting nice things. Do not settle for less just because you want to be with somebody. If you're a person that likes nice things, that's fine. It's okay to like nice things, and it's okay to want nice things. I am tired of this generation trying to tell girls to, you know, lower themselves and the things that they want, from, you know, the things that they want in life, or maybe to buy for themselves, or the things that they may expect from a man, just because this whole movement of this fake gender war taking place. You know, everybody just wants to hate on women. I'm tired of it. You know, it's okay to have nice things. You know, don't let people make you feel bad for it. And lastly, talent. Okay, I see so many people say this when it comes to artists. They'll say things like, "Oh, well, you know, they need better writers." No, you guys, they need talent. They need talent. That's what they need. They don't, these rappers, these R&B singers, they don't need writers. They need talent. Okay. And that is all. That is my last unpopular opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be back for another video that I have. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.